6 members of the Mdlalose family who were swept down a river during the heavy rains in that province this month. They were buried on Saturday. The bodies of 4 of the victims are still unaccounted for. Joining me in studio now is Thokozani Mdlalose, who is a member of the family. But Mdlalose, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I want to start off with the sad ceremony that we saw, the send-off of the 6 members of the Mdlalose family. I was watching at the weekend. I could not hold back the sadness.
Yes.
When I saw those coffins, from a large one, which I assume would have been an elderly person, would have been your sisters.
Yeah.
Then there are those small ones, and you can tell that these are children now, babies, in fact. How is the family holding up?
We have accepted, man. We have no choice. We must soldier on, as hard as it is. Yeah, we don't think straight, if I may tell you, man. This is beyond us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't even think. Yeah, we just have to soldier on.
Are you able to, just for the benefit of the viewers who may not be familiar with the story, firstly locate us exactly where was the family situated, or their home situated, and at this time that this happened, all of the 10 family members, were they under that one roof, which then would have been swept away?
My sister's home was situated on a hill. They were the first house from the little stream.
In which area is this?
This is Polar section in Umzinyati.
All right.
Yes. So during the night of the rains, of the heavy rains, neighbors who heard what happened say there was an explosion on the top of the hill that sent large quantities of water down that hill. It swept one neighbor who was above them, together with my sister's house, down that stream that became a big river. Yeah.
And the number of people who mostly lost their lives, so there's your sister, but the majority of the people who were swept away, were they children?
Actually, it was her 4 children and 5 grandchildren. In total, there were 10, including my sister. My sister was, there are 2 structures there in the yard. It's a round head and a 2-room house where all her 4 children were. She was sleeping in the head with her grandchildren. Yeah, water came and flushed everything away. Nothing was left. Even the foundation of the house went.
I remember at some point the family suggesting that they can't, or you cannot, go ahead with the burial of the 6 family members who were recovered because you needed to add the 4 that were still missing at the time. Those 4 people that still remain missing, they've not been located, have they?
They have not. They have not. And they were losing hope day by day. They were losing hope day by day. But they are still out there looking. Every day they wake up, go to the river and search.
And it's fair to say that these 4 remains, because I think that's what we are facing essentially right now. We're no longer looking for people who may still be alive. It's simply a recovery process.
Yeah, I mean, it's been nearly 4 weeks now.
Yeah. Are those children that are still missing?
Those are her children. They range. Their age ranges from the smallest one is 6, and the oldest one is 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the authorities who are helping in locating these remains, is there a commitment on their side to say, we're going to continue looking, we are not going to give up, or are we at a stage where hope is fading, that authorities themselves or whoever is conducting the search, what are they saying to the family?
They promised, but on our side, hope is fading, man. Because even the bodies that the locals are finding now, they are badly decomposed. You have to go through a lot of DNA tests, and then it's hard now. I don't want to lie. It's very hard now.
The kind of help that you think you may need as a family, what kind of assistance do you think is best at a time like this? Is it to continue searching, or are you looking to experts now in terms of DNA tests? As you say, bodies are decomposing, and in all probability it won't be as easy to identify your loved ones now.
I won't be too hard on the officials and authorities, man. Yeah, I won't be too hard. I must be factual here. And then frank. I mean, they've tried their level best. They sent the search and rescue team. It was not only the Mdlalose family who had such a disaster. Yeah, the whole of Mzinyata region. So they were stretched.
Yeah.
We cut them for a day or two.
Yeah.
On those days, they failed to find anything.
In the event that these family members are not recovered, their remains are not recovered, what do you think will be the next step for the family?
We won't have a choice but to accept. Man. This was a warfare, man. This was a water warfare. Our soldiers are down. We were lucky to find the 6. We were very lucky to find the 6. So in any war, you won't get all the bodies. That's the mentality that we have to live by now. That those who are our soldiers, they fell. Tough luck to us.
Culturally, what happens when you have to hold a service to remember your loved one, but there is no body to send off? How do you go about that, culturally speaking? How do you remember that person? What kind of service do you hold?
This was for the first time such a thing happens to us, Tony. Yeah, even the burial, man, was cultural things where we couldn't perform them properly because this was something else.
Yeah.
Where's on these unfound bodies? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can do. There's really nothing we can do. We'll wait until we find them, or keep on praying.
Yeah.
Or maybe burn the incense and then us pray to the Almighty. Yeah, that's all we can do, nothing else.
Thokozani Mdlalose, let me thank you very much for making the time to come and talk to us here. We wish you strength more than anything else as a family to get through this, and I simply don't have any more words to strengthen you, to comfort the family. You simply don't, because it's a very strange.
Yeah, thank you, Toli. Thank you, Toli. I must also thank people back there in Mzinyati.
Yeah.
Because all the 6 bodies were found by them. without any help. The community of Paula section in Umzinyati. They, from the 12th, every day, before the sun rises, they will go into the river to cut the trees, to move the walls, searching for these bodies, to dig in the sand in the river, which is about 12 kilometers or more. Wow. And there's a waterfall that is very dangerous. They braved that, went down the waterfall. Actually, credit must be given to them.
Yeah.
Who found all these 6 bodies without the help of anyone, not even police people.
Yeah, that's what it means when a community pulls together.
Yeah.
Thank you. And let's thank the people of Umzinyati who have been very helpful. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask you to stay seated there while I link to the next story. Thokozani Mdlalose is a member of the family of these 10 family members who simply were swept away at one go. 4 of their family members still cannot be accounted for. And at this stage, as you've heard him say, they basically just know.